Welcome to my channel Coin Wealth USA. Today, we're going to take a journey deep into the world of rare and legendary coins. This is not just any story. This is the story of a single cent, yes, a humble penny, that transformed itself into a collector's goldmine. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the jaw-dropping, mysterious, and surprisingly valuable 1978 Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States of America. Hold on tight, because by the time we reach the end of this video, you will never look at a penny the same way again. We're talking rarity, historical significance, hidden errors, copper treasures, and a mind-blowing market worth of over $350 million in today's collector's world. Part 1. The Origin. 130. Let's take a step back in time. The year is 1978. The United States is still embracing the bicentennial spirit of 1976. The economy is going through transition, and coinage is rapidly evolving. Amidst this backdrop, the Denver Mint struck a coin that would go on to become one of the most prized possessions in the numismatic universe. The 1978 Liberty 1 cent. This coin features the familiar face of President Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, a design created by Victor David Brenner way back in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. But what makes the 1978 so special isn't just its design, it's the combination of history, scarcity, mint errors, and composition value. The D under the year stands for the Denver Mint, one of the three main mints in the U.S. that actively produced circulating coins during the 20th century. That little letter, D, became the mark of a coin that collectors would obsess over decades later. Part 2. The Material and Minting. 320. Now, let's talk about the soul of the coin, the metal itself. Most of the 1978 pennies, like many produced between 1962 and 1982, were struck using 95% copper and 5% zinc. This gave the coin a deep reddish-brown hue and a weight that modern pennies simply do not possess. In fact, the intrinsic copper value alone makes these coins worth far more than face value, especially as copper prices continue to soar in the commodities market. But here's the kicker. Many of these coins were minted with striking flaws, off-center designs, double dies, and other rare features that send collectors into a frenzy. These minting anomalies, which once were considered imperfections, have now become the golden tickets in the world of coin collecting. Part 3. The Rarity and Discovery. 5 o'clock. While it's true that millions of 1978 pennies were struck, only a tiny fraction have survived in uncirculated, pristine condition. And among those, fewer still feature the rare minting errors that drive their value sky high. Over the past few decades, several lucky individuals have stumbled upon 1978 Liberty pennies in old jars, piggy banks, garage sales, estate clearances, even hidden in the cushions of old sofas, only to discover that the copper treasure they held was valued in the tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars, depending on condition, rarity, and error type. Some versions of this coin feature a double die of verse DDO, where Lincoln's profile is ghosted, and the inscriptions like Liberty and In God We Trust appear doubled. Others feature a misplaced mintmark or off-center strike, which makes the coin exponentially more valuable to expert collectors. Part 4. Auctions, Sales, and the Big Money. 7:15. Let's talk big numbers now. You've waited long enough. While most 1978 pennies might fetch a few dollars in circulated condition, the rarest versions in mint state condition with visible errors have sold at auction for prices you won't believe. In one notable case, a mint state 67 red 1978 penny sold for nearly $7,500. And that's without a major error. Now, add in a dramatic mint error, say, a bold double die or a 50% off-center strike, and that same coin could sell for $15,000 to $50,000. Multiply this by the rarity of such error specimens, the growing demand for vintage copper coins, and a surge in collector interest from around the world, and suddenly we're staring at a combined collector's market value estimated at over $350 million. Yes, $350 million across all rare, pristine, and error-graded 1978 Liberty 1 cent coins. That's more than the net worth of some entire towns. Part 5. Collector's Guide. 920. So how can you find out if your 1978 Liberty penny is a rare gem? Here's what to look for: color and condition. Red coins are more valuable than brown ones. MS, mint state, grades of 65 or above fetch the highest prices. Weight should be around 3.11 grams if struck in original copper. Any deviation could signal an experimental strike. Errors: look for doubling in the text, off-center images, missing mint marks, or reverse die cracks. Sound: copper coins have a distinct ring when dropped lightly on a solid surface. Professional grading: get your coin graded by PCGS or NGC to unlock its real value in the marketplace. Even if you have an average 1978 penny in good condition, chances are it's worth far more than just 1 cent. And if you're lucky enough to hold a rare variety, you might be sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. Part 6. Historical Impact. 1130. Let's not forget the symbolism of this coin. The 1978 Liberty 1 cent coin is not just metal and minting. It is a symbol of American endurance, the legacy of Abraham Lincoln, and a reminder that even the smallest things can hold tremendous value. This coin traveled through the hands of generations, exchanged in schools, cafes, gas stations, and grocery stores. It was a quiet companion in people's pockets during a time of change and progress in the United States. Today, it whispers to us from the past, inviting us to discover its story and honor its hidden worth. So, the next time you find a 1978 Liberty 1 cent coin, don't ignore it. Hold it up to the light, check its shine, examine every detail. You could be staring at a priceless piece of history, a coin with the power to change your life. And now, it's your turn. Go check your drawers, old jars, and coin collections. You never know when fortune might literally be at your fingertips. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone who loves discovering lost treasures from the past. And in the comments, let us know if you have a 1978 penny. We might feature your coin in our next video.